Thanks for opening up with that one. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised, actually, disappointed to hear that news. The fact that it's with the international jury now, I think, is a great step. Of course, they report to ISAF. They've got no sort of real association with the event or anything like that. So I think it's in the right hands.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bob. Look, first off, clearly Oracle Team USA broke the rules, and I understand that they only found out several days ago. They've withdrawn from the World Series. I understand that they have an investigation internally going on. I mentioned before that ISAF are investigating things. It's still pretty new. So, you know, we deal with the information we have, Bob.
Well, I think there's something rotten in the state of Denmark, as we would have said. This looks very bad, and I would have thought that Oracle would have had the decency to withdraw from the America's Cup.
You're welcome to your opinions, Bob.
I would like to know if it's, I mean, I know for sure that in Italy, Naples and Venice are considering the possibility to bring the organization to court to get some money back because apparently the show was a fake. Which is your opinion that? Are you preparing to face a situation that possibly could go until request of money for what's happened in the past?
Look, what we know is that Oracle have withdrawn from the America's Cup World Series, the series that had the Ac45s, the preliminary events, and they withdrew from that because they've established that their 45s weren't correct. It's very new. I've heard nothing about Naples. I've heard nothing about those things, and you know, there's an investigation going on by ISAF, and I think we all want to understand the outcome of that and what the facts are. So I think that's where we are today. Bob, you're throwing around the word cheating all the time. If you know all the facts, then you know, please share them with the rest of us, because all we know at the moment is that the Oracle 45s were established to be not within the rules. We don't know why that's happened, and we want to find out. Now we're fortunate. We have firstly an independent regatta director here. We also have an independent jury appointed by ISAF. They're the ones who are looking into it, or ISAF are. And I think we owe it to them to give them time to establish it. Oracle have done the thing that I think they should have done, which is withdrawn. You know, I also understand this was like a year ago. So we're now you know, racing in 72s. We're in the middle of a challenger series to find the challenger to take on the defender, and really that's you know, where my focus is today. I don't understand and I don't know about the technical detail of what happened, and I'll refer to Ian to talk about that stuff. All I know, Tom, is what has been what I've read, what I've been briefed on, and that is that the boats were not as they should be. And when it was established, which is quite important, when it was established, Oracle did the appropriate thing, which is that they withdrew. Now, when ISAF conclude their investigations, maybe we'll know more. Maybe we'll know some of the answers to those questions. But right now we don't.
Okay, I've spent a lot of time, and you know, and I've been heavily involved with the Ac45s from the beginning. You know, I know we strap on 75 kilograms on the back of the boat when it's windy, because we don't have guest races and we want the weight at the back of the boat. You know, to have 2 kilos in the bow is, I don't understand it. I don't get it. You know, why would you put 2 kilos on the bow when everyone's going to great lengths to put 75 kilograms on the stern? Doesn't make any sense to me. But nevertheless, you know, someone's gone out of their way to do this, you know, that's what we're dealing with.
Well, it doesn't make any sense from a competitive standpoint, but it is against the rules. So
It's not correct with the rules.
yeah. So now, when did you folks find out about this, Stephen? When did you find out about it?
I found out about it on Monday when Ian told me about it.
Well, now, it's very interesting because they said that they discovered this violations on July 26th, which is 2 weeks ago. And according to Russell Coutts, the reason that it wasn't disclosed was that they really wanted to find out what was happening. Now, I'm not a sailor, but I think I could figure it out in 2 weeks. Why do you buy their explanation of that 2-week delay? Stephen, do you buy that explanation?
Well, you asked when I knew. I run the event. I found out on Monday from Ian.
Okay, well, let me ask Ian. I mean, Ian, you're the sailing expert. Do you buy their explanation? It took them 2 weeks to figure out what exactly was going on before they disclosed it to anybody.
Right? I don't know what's going on inside Oracle. You know, I know when we found out about it, which was last week, and we immediately did what we're supposed to do by the rule book, Rule 78.2. The measurer wrote me a report, which I received on Monday, and immediately that same day I entered a protest against Oracle, and that was dealt with by the jury from then on.
So the jury has started investigating it last week, or started looking into it last week?
The jury on Monday, the 5th,
Monday, okay.
had a protest lodged with him from me.
Okay, well,
To establish. What we know today is that Oracle's 45s were not correct, and Oracle disclosed that, and Oracle withdrew from the preliminary events, the 45 events. That's all we know at the moment, Tom.
78.2. During that period, the jury granted confidentiality to get to the detail of what this was, because it's obviously a big deal. The Oracle Racing has withdrawn from all of those series. On RN or jury notice 96, you will see that there were certain conditions that have been applied, which is the withdrawal, returning of prizes, bits and pieces like that, and an assurance to me that the jury were investigating the matter further under Protocol Item 60 and Rule 69.3. So the racing matters have been rectified by the withdrawal of the boats from those regattas. The jury now take it forward to investigate the matter, which is probably going to be a long process, and it's in their hands now. Whether they came to me or Oracle first, but certainly there was an inquiry to Oracle, to Mark Turner. Mark Turner made further inquiries, and it ended up with me.
And the measurers are employed.
The measurement committee, I was verbally notified that there was an issue, and I immediately asked them to write the report, which is what the process they have to do.
So you heard first from the measurement committee, not from Oracle? That's good.
The boats come to regattas, and these boats were built as one design boats, and the weight of these boats has changed. The class rule has been amended 2 times to accommodate changes in weights. The last change was when Luna Rossa came into the circuit, and their branding was much heavier than anyone else's, and everyone else's weight increased. So all the boats had to have ballast added to them. The fact that some ballast was added into places that wasn't where it was not meant to be, it represents 0.1%. 0.1% of the displacement of the boat. So it's impossible to pick up, and unless every boat is dissected at every event, it's impossible to do. Now, we don't have the resource or the time to do that at every event. It's a different situation here where, we have 3 or 4 full-time measurers working 7 days a week for months to cover the America's Cup. But when you go to like any one design regatta, you know, if it's a one design boat, it shouldn't have abnormalities.
Just to understand, you are telling us that is bullshit?
Sorry, which part's bullshit?
No, I mean that is all this stuff is bullshit, or is not real important stuff. I mean,
I'm not
the
sure
three.
what the question is.
Do you think that
Well, I just
sailing point of view, of course?
You know, we're talking about 2.3 kilograms is what's been detected in a weight of a boat that's 2 tonnes. It's 0.1%. You make your own mind up. I'm not defending in any way what anyone's done. I just don't understand it.